I had all of the data for the past several years, at least 5 years. And I used that meeting to inform them of where their children were. And I asked them to consider if this was the type of school that they would want to send their child to. And I asked them to consider what are the things that we need to do to be accountable for our student learning.
When you sit down and talk to her, you know you're going to be talking with student data between you, and you know there'll be a discussion about what the child used to do, what you did to try to change that or try to make the situation better, and what's happening now.
We provided the training. Then you were accountable. Then we standardized. We developed standardized checklists of everything we've taught you and said, okay, we taught you how to do this, now I'm going to hold you accountable for that. And when I go into your room, I'm going to be evaluating you based on what I have expected of you and what I've taught you. And I think because we did it that way, we taught the teachers first, then we held them accountable. That made a huge difference.
Those of us who have decided to stay now are committed to stay. And we know that we can make it happen. And we know that they'll be behind us as we do it. I think you have to get together and you have to establish a solid goal. Pick one goal that you're going to work on. I think what happens is we get CMT scores or results of any standardized assessment and we want it all to happen tomorrow. It's not all going to happen tomorrow.
So kindergarten teachers, they bring their assessments to the first grade, and the first grade teachers have a chance before school starts. And this is all the levels. So first grade meets with second, second meets with third, and it goes all the way up to fifth. And we have a chance to look at each other's assessments at the end of the year and say, okay, this is what he was doing at the end.
We needed to meet as grade levels for meetings that we now call intervention meetings, which we have at least 3 times a year, where we discuss any child that's not meeting goal, and anyone who's involved with that child, the players, all come to the meeting.
And we look at all aspects of the child so that we're not just looking at the reading, but we're looking at the math, the writing, and really targeting what are the child's strengths and what are the child's weaknesses, and then targeting how we can improve those weaknesses.
I've worked with a lot of principals, and I've never worked with 2 people who were smarter about education, and really administrators who were teachers and still teachers at heart.
We have coverage at Hamilton Avenue School that incorporates teachers' aides, Title I teachers. They go into the classrooms for the teachers that are meeting for grade levels, literacy, writing, and math. And if we need 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 45 minutes covered, it is very routine and very reliable that you have someone there so you can be excused to a meeting and that you are going to have something that's going to better your students' learning.
If I have a teacher who's having a hard day, I might go in and say, you know, why don't you take a break, go get a cup of coffee, I'll stay with you kids. What I want my teachers to know is that, yes, I have higher demands on you than you might have at another school, but I appreciate what you do and I want to show that to you.
Everybody knows in this school that you have support where you need it, and if you need support, ask for it. And when you ask for it, everyone will do whatever they can. I know sometimes it's frustrating and it is a hard workload, but they'll do whatever they can. It's the book that we had to read, whatever it takes, to get you the support and to make you feel like you're not on this ride by yourself.